And I'm Deon Guillory. It's been a fight lasting all week, and it will drag on through the weekend, but we just got word that some state lawmakers believe this bill is dead on arrival. New at 11, the show is on the road. The White House's campaign to gain public support for its wide-ranging gun control proposals kicked off here in Virginia. VP Joe Biden seemed to keep the discussion focused on background checks. That seems to be the most likely of Obama's 4 major legislative proposals to garner bipartisan support. As ABC's Mark Greenblatt reports, there are plenty of people pushing for the right to carry guns in some unexpected places. But police say an employee tried to use it as his bank account, and tonight that man is in jail. Anti-abortion activists held their annual March for Life event in Washington. And marching up here, good old Darren.
Yeah, lots of marching.
New details tonight on changes at Harrisonburg City Schools. Winter break is over and classes start tomorrow, and your kids will see a few new faces on campus. Right now, Harrisonburg police looking for the suspect in an armed robbery. It happened just a couple of hours ago at Midtown Market on West Water Street. New details tonight on a garage fire in Churchville that sent 2 men to the hospital. One of those men is home tonight and is fueling a feud with the fire department. Take a look at this cell phone video of the fire. The 2013 session of the General Assembly starts Wednesday, and Virginia lawmakers have several bills they want to make law. Joining me now to talk about this and what we can expect is Dr. Bob Roberts, political analyst. And right now, students are returning to the city for the start of the new semester, many of them moving into new places, not knowing the safety concerns. WHSV News 3's Stephanie Escobar has a story new at 11. And Stephanie, some people are moving into an apartment complex where a murder happened less than 3 weeks ago. What are they saying about this? New at 11, Shenandoah County Schools reevaluating security on campuses, and you can have a say in what happens. To that fight the deputy was responding to, I talked to the sheriff's office about it, and a dispatcher tells me that at least 6 people were involved.
Okay, so
I'm looking forward to my days off, so this is going to be great. I have no excuse to not be outside.
You looked out this week.
Yeah.
Usually I feel really terrible when I tell Deon it's going to rain on Monday and Tuesday, so hey.
I sleep in, so.
Yeah. Well,
we start tonight with a developing story. Harrisonburg police are investigating a deadly shooting. It happened early this morning on Port Republic Road, and we just found out the victim is this man, 19-year-old Ben Gressel. New at 11, a man is in the hospital tonight after losing control of his car and hitting a house. And neighbors say it's an intersection plagued with car crashes. And right now, gun owners across the nation are rallying and saying, hands off my guns. Today is the first ever Gun Appreciation Day, and it's in direct response to President Obama's proposal of 23 executive orders to curb gun violence. Right now, Waynesboro police trying to figure out who's responsible for a double stabbing that sent 2 men to the hospital. Right now, it is the first night of President Barack Obama's 2nd term in office. He's resting up for what will be a long day of celebrating. The president will be sworn in a 2nd time tomorrow. He took the oath of office today because the Constitution requires the president begin his term on January 20th. And that big ceremony is going to be tomorrow. Live tonight, Brandy Hitt in Washington with what we can expect tomorrow. Brandy. And because of the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday, city offices will be closed tomorrow. New at 11, some of the Valley's best writers were honored today at VFW Post 2216 in Stanton. The winners of the annual Youth Essay Writing Contest got their awards today. New at 11, political junkies love the inauguration for its historical significance, but in fashion, everyone wants to know, who will Michelle Obama be wearing Inauguration Day? We'll just have to see what she's going to wear for the inauguration. The First Lady will not be wearing clothes off the rack. We can pretty safely say these are made to measure, one-of-a-kind garments. Very fashionable. Brooks Wagler is here. Guns like this 9mm are some of the most popular, and its magazine that comes with it is constantly sold out. Cold, hard snow means cold, hard cash for tow truck drivers. Thermometer here, I'm going to test the pavement here. Lowe's tells me that they are looking to hire 26 temporary employees. This Home Depot says they just hired 11. You guys at home, don't be alarmed. I'm wearing these sunglasses for a purpose. These are what a lot of people are going to be wearing on Friday when they come out here to hear Congressman Ryan speak. When you think of Mace, you think of something like this, something small and compact where you can put it in your pocket and it goes about 10 feet. But this teacher's proposing something much bigger than this. When he is about to go to sleep here at the jail because lights out is at 11 o'clock. But for everyone else who's staying up tonight to watch this newscast, Lisa wants you to know the real Dallas chaplain. Police are here looking for what's believed to be a murder suspect. I'm going to get out of the way, set the scene up for you. Take a look behind me. You see a light with some Christmas decorations on what seems to be a pole. The house behind that is where police are concentrated on. That woman's name is Lisa Brown. Her son is best friends with murder suspect Dallas Chaplin. He is about to go to sleep here at the jail because lights out is at 11 o'clock. But for everyone else who's staying up tonight to watch this newscast, Lisa wants you to know the real Dallas Chaplin. Police say this is the face of a killer, but those in Dallas Chaplin's inner circle say he's anything but.
He's the most well-mannered, well-liked. He's got a heart of gold.
Lisa Brown's son is best friends with Chaplin.
Out of all my son's friends, he's my favorite kid.
These are pictures given exclusively to News 3 by Chaplin's sister. Brown says Chaplin's parents divorced. He had trouble with the law as a child, but turned his life around. Got a job in his own place. But she says the image some people have of him is all wrong.
Dallas is not a cold-blooded killer.
Chaplin is accused of killing Ben Gressel early Sunday morning. Brown says she talked to Chaplin after the incident, and he explained that it was all in self-defense.
He said that he was involved in an altercation. There was a fight with him and his friend and the deceased. And he said that there was a knife drawn from the deceased and that he he issued a threat to Dallas, and that Dallas got scared and he shot him.
Brown says she told Chaplin to surrender, but she says the 19-year-old felt that he didn't stand a chance.
I mean, it was a college boy, and then, you know what I'm saying, a delinquent. I mean, basically, that's how he was looking at it.
Now, Brown just wants to make sure Chaplin gets a fair trial.
I love him like he's my own son, and I will fight for him like he is my own son.
Now, Lisa says that Chaplin does have an attorney, and he's expected to be back in court in February. Live in Harrisonburg, I'm Deon Guillory for WHSV News 3.
The 45, which is made by Kimber, is a 45 ACP.
For April Dovell, guns are a way of life.
So you're a gun girl.
I am a gun girl.
But this petite woman with huge knowledge about guns is having a hard time finding the ammo she needs.
Just a 22, Ruger 1022, just we go out and plink around with it at the gun range. We cannot find ammo for that anywhere.
April and her boyfriend are regular customers at Ashby Arms. Owner Dennis Golden is having a hard time keeping ammunition on his store's shelves. He says it's been this way since last month's shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School.
The ammo that's flying off the shelf is directly proportionate related to the guns that are flying off the shelves.
Guns like this 9mm are some of the most popular, and its magazine that comes with it is constantly sold out. Because of that, Ashby Arms has had to put a limit on the number of boxes of bullets customers can buy.
Your self-defense handguns, your self-defense rifles, the ammunition for all these things is in short supply and high demand.
Golden says shipments are taking 2 weeks, up from the usual few days. Dovell says she understands.
But it's frustrating, when you just want things to be back to normal.
John, the road is clear right now. You can see that it is also wet, but this cold, hard snow means cold, hard cash for tow truck drivers, and they're the group that's ready for you if you take the wrong turn.
It's been crazy. I believe this makes number 17 for us today.
That's more than double an average day for David Phelps. He's a tow truck driver at Keys Towing in Bridgewater. The big number due to the snow.
It's supposed to be a vehicle down over an embankment.
Phelps has been a tow truck driver for 3 years. This JMU grad says it's the challenge of not knowing what's next that keeps him going. But he tells me there is also a dark side.
You've always seen, fatalities and that kind of deal. Towing sometimes isn't so pretty.
After a short ride,
We'll sit right here.
we get to call number 17. The driver of this Pontiac lost control and ended up stuck in a ditch. David gets to work.
I'm going to go ahead and start hooking it up while we're waiting on the wrecker.
With his chains, he hooks them onto the car, getting down into the snow and even the water in the ditch.
It is definitely a dirty job. Cold and wet too.
David has a strategy to get the car out.
Get them out the same way they went in.
The wrecker arrives, and now it's time to pull the car out of the ditch. Once that happens, the car is then put on the flatbed truck and taken to the Keys towing lot.
Oh, that went pretty well.
The car is put in the lot. David waits for call number 18.
You got to be real careful out here, that's for sure.
Now, David says he believes that the calls will come in again overnight because once this snow freezes up, the roads are going to be very slippery.